Hello, and welcome to Relatively Crafty, a knitting podcast. I am your host, Christy. I come to you from the Denver area of Colorado, where I live with my husband, Ron, our two daughters, Tatum and Delaney, our tuxedo kitty, Lilu, and our terrier GOK mix, Sophie. We, we don't know what breed she is, so she's a terrier GOK mix, which stands for God only knows. We've now had Sophie for oh, a month, and it has been a wonderful month. She is such a great addition to our family. She has fit in quite well. Uh, First couple of days she spent basically just sleeping and kind of, I guess, recuperating from the the terrible things that she was seeing outside these doors, and then she realized that we weren't going to get rid of her, and that life was going to be good here, and so she's really come out with her personality. She is so playful and so loving and so wonderful. We're still working on potty training, but each day gets a little bit better. And we are going now. We went like a week and a half without a single accident, which was really nice. Um, but yeah, I have shut the door, and hopefully she won't whine too much. She likes to be with me, which is wonderful. But I didn't want her getting into things while I was trying to podcast. So, if you are looking for me on Ravelry, you can find me as Christy-Layel, and on Instagram as Christy Layel without the dash. We also have a Relatively Crafty podcast group on Ravelry where we have occasional knit-alongs and giveaways. And right now we're having a swap. Our Advent Minis swap has been partners have been assigned, and everybody should have contacted their partner by now and should be getting ready to ship out your packages to your partner. There was an uneven amount of people, so I took advantage of that and partnered myself up with two people, and I have no shame about that. So one of my partners is in the UK. Wanted to make sure that she got her package in time, so I shipped that yesterday. And then the other one, I'm still waiting for one or two things to come, and then I will get hers shipped out. But please, please, please make sure that you get your partner's package shipped out before December 1st, so that it arrives before December 1st, because, of course, there's no fun in opening an advent calendar after December started. I mean, obviously, yes, you'd still enjoy the opening, but the point is to be able to start on December 1st. And I'm going to go ahead and have the thread where everybody signed up as the picture thread. Please feel free to show all of the goodies that you get, your minis, what you're planning on making with your minis. Since I'm getting two, I think I want to try to make something, but I'm not sure what. I would like to. I would like to. I remember watching people's podcasts last year, their Vlogmas last year, and seeing them knit their mini up every day, and I'd kind of like to do something like that. But I'm not sure what I'm gonna. I don't know. We'll see. Sorry. Oh, and feel free to post pictures on Instagram as well. We're gonna go ahead and have a hashtag. Let's say hashtag relatively Advent 2018. Hashtag relatively Advent 2018, so that you can post your pictures on Instagram and other social medias that you so choose to utilize. Okay, I have some FOs. I think you guys are crooked. Hang on. That better? Like that? Okay, so I have a couple of FOs. Let me grab my sock blockers. Hang on. All of my FOs are socks. There are 3 of them. I am still behind. I am working like a mad woman right now, trying to get caught up on socks, because next month is the last month of 2018, and I have to have 24 pairs of socks knit, and I am behind schedule. I don't have October's socks done yet, and we're coming, for the 10th of November, so, there's only 20 days left in November, and I still have to knit November socks, and then there's December socks, and there's other things that I have to knit before the end of the year as well. But I am focusing on socks right now and hoping to get caught up to at least November's, and then we'll only have the 2 for December. We'll see how it goes. First, let me do my box of socks for September. Yeah. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. Yeah, September's box of socks. Now, if you recall, my box of socks for 2018 have been Knitterly Things Vesper sock. A lot of them have been the Rainbow of the Month club skeins from last year. September's is one of those Rainbow of the Month club. I'm trying to remember the colorway. I want to say Misty Mountain Rainbow, but that is not it. It is something else. I think I'm going to have to put it down here. But it was one of the Rainbow of the Months, and I do absolutely love it. And you guys have seen these before. I was working on them when I podcast last month. But here they are. Look at how beautiful those are. I really, really love this colorway. You know what, honestly, there hasn't been a single Rainbow of the Month colorway that I haven't absolutely loved. Literally. I mean, every single one of them that I have knit up have been perfect. They've just been perfect. They've been slightly different and all equally perfect. These are knit with my normal stripy sock recipe, Turkish toe cast on, true afterthought heel, 1x1 ribbing, and Jenny's surprisingly stretchy bind off, and super fun. Super fun, and I really enjoyed working with this colorway, especially. So that is September, and I am happy to say that I do have October's box of socks done. I just don't have the other box of Cal socks done. So let me get October's on. I just finished these the other day. Well into November, unfortunately, but that is the way it goes. Sometimes, when you're a grown-up, being a grown-up sucks. Sometimes it really does. So here is October's box of socks. Now this is not one of the Rainbow of the Month colorways. This is an old colorway. This is like one of her first Halloween themed colorways, I think. This is a Hocus Pocus, and you can see it is just very Halloweeny. It's purple, green, and orange, tri-colored striper, and yeah, super fun. Yeah, I will admit that these 3-color stripers are not quite as much fun to knit as the ones that have 7 and 8 colors, but I still really enjoyed it, and yeah, so that is October. I just have to do November and December, and I have November's cast on. I will show those to you in my whips section, but I did want to just give you a little gander at my box, because it is nearly full. Oops. There is my box. Getting full. I've got spots. I'll fit 2 more pairs of socks right here, and then that'll be it. Now that is 10 months of Knitterly Things Vesper sock. If you haven't tried Knitterly Things Vesper sock, I really recommend it. She has got a great base. she's a great dyer. And yeah, I really, really like her yarn. I do still have, let's see, just looking up there, I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 skeins. Maybe 6 skeins that I still have in my stash. But I definitely am going to have to kind of replenish. I've kind of cleared it out, taking out 12 skeins and knitting them up. My last FO is my other year-long sock cowl. These are September's Hippo for the Holiday socks, which is a cowl that is run by Lolo Did It, Lauren of Lolo Did It. And the idea is that you knit 12 pairs of her Hippo for the Holidays colorways out of any base. You can make anything. I chose to make socks with coordinating heels and toes this year, but you can make it hats or shawls or whatever. And September I picked Hippo for Baby Yellow, and I don't know that the brightness of this yellow is coming out, but this is just highlighter yellow, and there's highlighter yellow flecks all throughout the socks, and I absolutely love, 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 love how these turned out. I am so very, very pleased with them. Now these are slightly different than the Knitterly Things socks in that I did a fish lips kiss heel instead of an afterthought heel, because I had a contrasting yarn, and that is how I like to do it for contrasting yarns. So this is Hippo for Baby Yellow, and the mini is a little low. Oh, this is in the plush sock base. And the little Lolo in sunglasses not included. Super fun. And that is all the FOs I have. And like I said, these are September's socks. I do have lots of Hippo's socks to show you. Would you like to see them? These are all the Hippo for the Holidays socks that I have knit in the past year. And that's 12 months. Because I knit Hippo for Christmas or Hanukkah in November and December of last year. It's so much fun, isn't it? We've got Hippo for Christmas, Hippo for Hanukkah, Hippo for New Year's, Hippo for Valentine's, Hippo for Mardi Gras, Hippo for Easter, Hippo for Mom, maybe? Or, yeah, I think this is Hippo for Mom, and then this is Hippo for Birthday. And this is Hippo for Dad. This one is the Helping Hippo colorway. It's not really for a holiday, but for hurricane relief. And then Hippo for Baby Yellow. Oh yeah. And these, along with my box of socks, have been sitting in a box for the past year. And after I finish December's socks and take all the appropriate photographs, I will put these all in my sock drawer. I will be adding like 26 new pairs of socks, because Hippo for Halloween and Hanukkah have not been worn yet. 26 new pairs of socks to put in my sock drawer. I'm gonna have to clear out my sock drawer. I think I'm gonna give my old socks to my kids. They're a little bit big for them still, but they could wear them as slipper socks and whatnot, and I wouldn't have to worry about them being as careful with them because they're already older and should probably tell you what I'm wearing. I am wearing my snowflake sweater, which is a pattern by Tin Can Knits, and I knit it out of the Verdant Griffin in I don't remember. One of the colors is Dirty Deeds Done with Sheep. I can't remember if it's the variegated or the solid. Maybe the solid is Purple Mystery. Anyway, I knit this last year, and it's a great sweater to wear. And I had my book club today, so I had a reason to kind of like not dress like a slob. I don't dress like a slob most of the week, but on Saturdays rather, if I don't have to go anywhere, then you're lucky if I get out of my jammy jams. But today I had to actually get up and like leave the house. So, okay, that is all of the FOs that I have. Oh, I wanted to say, I now have all of these partial skeins of Lolo Did It Hippo for the Holidays. There are 18, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, yeah, 18, and then when I finish for the year, I'll have 20, like half skeins, basically. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with them. I figure that that's kind of, it's kind of basically like maybe 9 or 10 full skeins of sock yarn. So maybe I'll hold it double and make myself like a pullover, just kind of like a flax, just a flax, something really simple and easy, and just a top-down raglan that holding these double to get a DK weight, and just kind of meld it all together, kind of like a fade, but not really, just to kind of get all the use out of this. My mom had mentioned that she wouldn't mind me knitting her socks out of all of these to match my socks, but I'm not sure that I want to do that. I really kind of like the idea of having it all together in one sweater that like just a cozy wear around the house type of a sweater. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking about doing, and I have all of this left over. I might just do that. We'll have to see. Okay, so let's talk about whips. I have a couple of whips. Sock whips. I have this is November's box of socks right here. Isn't that pretty? So this is one of the Rainbow of the Month colorways. I believe this is October's colorway from the Rainbow of the Month club last year. The colorway is Bewitched, Bothered, and Bewildered, and it is super fun. And as you can see, I am most of the way through the first sock. Right there are my stitch markers for putting in my heel, my afterthought heel. So I've got a little bit more to do, about one more color repeat, basically, one more stripe repeat, and then I will be able to put in the heel. I think because my heel, I don't know if you can see there, but my heel has fallen right in between two stripes. So when that happens, I normally get a solid and use that for the heel instead of the striper. I either do that or I start on an arbitrary color, and instead of doing the gray or this burgundy, I would start like on the green for the heel. So we'll see. But I have that one going. I expect to be able to finish that first sock today. And then I also have my October Hippo for the Holiday colorway socks going. Not I'm not quite as far, but I'm still a decent way through the first sock. Here it is. This is Hippo for Baby Orange. If you recall, Lauren did, I think, 8 different Hippo for Baby colorways. They were kind of monochromatic. And orange and yellow really spoke to me, so I got them. And I'm using a Lil Lolo in Blazing Sevens, which is just about the best orange ever. So yeah, I am just like 4 rows from needing to do the heel. So I will put that heel in tonight as well. Hopefully be able to get 1.5, finish that first sock for my box of socks, and get the heel in for this one tonight. That's what I'm hoping to do. Maybe even get the second sock started. And then just because they're right here, I'll go ahead and show you. This is, so that was October's Hippo sock. This is November's Hippo sock. This is Hippo for Halloween 2018 with a Willy Wonka Lil Lolo. And then December's Hippo sock is Hippo for Baby Blue with blue suede shoes. So I've got those all wound and ready to go with the hopes that I can power through them. And then this was November's box of socks, and December's box of socks is November's Rainbow of the Month colorway from last year. This is Fireside Hearth, I think. Fireside Hearth Song. Sorry, Fireside Hearth Song. So it is absolutely beautiful. And yeah. And that will be all the socks that I will manage to get for this year. I did actually purchase cranking services on Etsy, which is crazy. And I did that just so that I could get a couple of pairs of socks for my mom for Christmas this year. She's just going to crank me tubes, and I'm going to do the heels and toes, but I haven't knit my mom a single pair of socks this year, and I normally knit her, 5 to 10 pairs, and now that she lives in Colorado, she kind of needs them, and I feel bad. So I'm going to get her a couple of pairs cranked, and then I'm going to knit the heels and toes and cuffs and give those to her. I feel like I'm completely failing. I'm also supposed to knit my uncle some pairs, and my aunt some pairs, and my kids some pairs, and my husband some pairs, and I haven't knit any of them. So next year I will not be entering any of the cowls. I will do box of socks, but I'm just gonna, whatever. I'm not gonna pick out specific skeins to knit for my box of socks. I've done that for the past 2 years, and it has been great fun. But I really just need to be able to knit socks when and if I can, without having a deadline to have something done within a month's time, or knitting a specific skein, because I just don't have the free time for that anymore. And there's other things that I want to knit. Part of the issue is that because I have so many socks, and I don't really need any more, so there's just not the need. And I really want to knit myself some sweaters to wear to work, but I've had to just kind of set those aside all the time because I've got to get these 2 pairs of socks done each month. Such is life. Okay, so the other thing that I have got going on the needles, I've got 2 more whips, but this is something that you guys have not seen before. I was asked to do a review of a new line of yarn. Well, not a new brand. Zen Yarn Gardens. The tag, here it is. Zen Yarn Garden wanted a review of their Serenity, which is an 70-20-10 MCN blend. 70% superwash merino, 20% cashmere, and 10% nylon. They sent me a 3 skein set of it that are supposed to go together. One is this one in Scallion Violet. You guys saw these before when they were in the skein. In fact, I showed you them recently. This one is the Splatter Vivid, and then this beautiful semi-solid green. And I thought I would put them together in a shawl, and so that is what I am doing. Now I am making the, I wonder if this has a picture. I don't always print out all the pages. Yes, I am making Free Your Fade by Andrea, by Andrea Mowry, and it is a 3-color. Well, it is an as many colors as you like fade shawl. Whew, that was hard. I am doing 3 colors, and I have started with this deeper green, and I don't have very much. I have had to put it aside for the past couple of weeks because of the socks issue that I have mentioned several times already. But I am working on it, and it's a little baby shawl right now. It's a perfect shawl for a Barbie. If only I was the size of a Barbie and I could just be done, but I can't. So, and I don't really want to be done yet because I haven't put in the other colors. So this is what I've got so far. I will be working on this continually, and we'll be doing my review later on. I can say that so far I'm really enjoying this yarn. It is very soft and enjoyable to work with, and so there's that. And then lastly, oh no, the yarn is stuck in the, oh no, the yarn is stuck in the zipper, guys. Oh, I hate that. Hang on. Oh, don't tear. Crap in half. Oh, that's so frustrating. Whew. Okay, so I am still working on my Blue Sands cardigan. I have made great progress, but I'm kind of at a spot where it needs attention because it's short rows for the button band, or the well, I guess I still call it a button band. It doesn't have buttons on it, but and because I'm feeling pressure about my socks, I haven't been working on it recently. And because of the way that this thing is constructed, it's kind of hard for you to see it right now. So I'll show it to you, but it's kind of all bunched up. I apologize. Okay, so here it is right now. All the way down there. It just looks like a chaotic mess. So as you can see, I have all the stitches for the button band on the needle right now, and it is done with short rows. The bottom of the button band is wider than up here at the top, at the the neck. So so that's where I am at, and the bottom, the whole thing, I don't think I'm giving anything away because you can kind of see, but there's the whole thing is I-cord bound off together, and so the bottom stitches are still on the needle as well, and then the pockets, which are here, are also still on the needles as well. So I've got lots of needles just hanging out in lots of ends, and it's kind of a mess. But I am enjoying working on it when I do get to, and I am looking forward to having the body finished, and then I will just have sleeves to do. Um, yeah, I wish I had a better way to show this to you guys. I had hoped that before I podcasted again, I would have the body finished so that I could give you a nice view of it. But I can't. I don't. There's a pocket. Anyway, so yes, so I'm still working on it. One day it'll be done. It normally doesn't take me this long to knit a sweater, and I'm itching to knit any other sweater, just any other sweater. Doesn't really matter, just a different one. I have to say, so that is the yarn that I'm using is Wollmeise DK, and I was very excited when I heard that they'd come out with a DK line, but I am not enjoying the yarn very much. The colors are fantastic. Her dyeing is amazing, but Wollmeise is a German company, and I just don't like the base very much. So yeah, that's that. But that is my sweater. That is where it's at. And let's see. Yarn haul. I have very little to haul. Everything that I have to haul came today. It all came from one place. My friend Carrie of the Creative Obsession podcast. I was watching her podcast just recently, and just went onto her shop and was looking around and found out that she is no longer dyeing. So what is in her shop is it. That's the last opportunity you have to get any of her yarns, which made me sad. But I do understand the thought behind it. She has gone back to work as well, and so there's less time, and it can be hard to run your own yarn shop or your own indie dyed Etsy shop. So I took the opportunity to get a hold of some much loved and desired skeins, and they both came today with a little surprise, which was really nice. So this one is Surf's Up in her sparkle base. Absolutely beautiful. I love these colors. And then I also got Campfire in her glitter base, which is a colorway that she had donated at one time for a prize for my podcast, and I fell in love with it, and so had to get one for myself. And then she is such a sweetheart. She sent me a half skein just for fun of her cushy sock in Wham Bam, which is just the best colorway ever. And I'm really excited to knit this. I love half skeins of sock yarn because with pairing it with a coordinating heel and toe, I only need 50 grams to make myself a pair of socks, and so this will be perfect. I'll be able to use this up. So thank you so much, Carrie, for being you, really. And I guess that's all the knitting. What have I read recently that I've liked? I am right now listening to The Outsider by Stephen King, which is his, I think it's his newest book. And one of the reasons why I listened to the Mr. Mercedes trilogy was because I wanted to listen to The Outsider, and I had heard that there were spoilers for Mr. Mercedes in The Outsider. So I'm like 4 hours in of an 18-hour book, so still have quite a lot left to go, but it is in true Stephen King fashion, disturbing and upsetting, but very well written. And then for my book club, the meeting that we just had today was to discuss The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. I'll post a picture of it here. I just recently finished that as well and was really impressed with that. It's a World War II book set in France, and because it's a World War II book set in France, it is sad, but very, very, very well written, very moving, and you get very invested in the characters. It's based around two sisters and two adult sisters, and just very, very well written. They are making it into a movie, I guess, in a year or so. I don't think it's been cast or anything, but it has been optioned to be a movie, and I'm really looking forward to that. I think it's going to be very good, like another Schindler's List type good. I was just really impressed with the book. So, so yeah, that. Be prepared to be heartbroken, but it's a very good story. And that's about it. I'm looking on my bookshelf. I really haven't read anything else that's really been, you know, mind-blowing lately. Yeah. And life. Well, the dog is good. The cat is good. The kids are good. We're good. Enjoying the cooler weather. We're supposed to get snow tomorrow, which is always nice. And my parents are very excited about the snowfall. It snows a little bit more at their house. They're a little bit higher than us, so it's normally a couple of degrees cooler there. And they get excited about it. They send us pictures of it. Which is exactly how we were 2 years ago for our first cold season here in Colorado. So I can't fault them for being keen on it. When you've lived in the deserts of California for your entire life, Colorado is like it's like a Garden of Eden, really. So yeah, they've just been having fun. And yeah, I guess that's it, guys. I'm going to go ahead and let you go, see if I can get this edited today and post it. And I will talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Happy knitting. Bye.